To the distinguished representative of Yemen, Ambassador.
Madam President, at the outset, we would like to commend and congratulate Mr. Volker Turk on his appointment as High Commissioner for Human Rights. We wish him all success, and we appreciate the tremendous efforts deployed by Ms. Beshley, the outgoing High Commissioner, and wish her the best in her future endeavors. We have taken due consideration of the OHCHR report on technical assistance, to which we have responded in writing under item 10. We appreciate the efforts undertaken to put together a report and the praise of the report of the positive role of the National Commission of Inquiry, given the fact that it has improved its performance and quality of reporting. However, I would like to make certain observations, particularly when it comes to the highlighting of the crimes perpetrated by the Houthis. The National Yemeni Commission of Inquiry is an independent mechanism that receives all cooperation and facilities to realize truth and administer justice as per the positive evaluation of the successive reports of the OHCHR in 3 years. Yet again proves that this commission must continue its mandate. Madam President, the political parties in Yemen, youth and women and civil society actors have participated last March in Riyadh under the sponsorship of the GCC Secretariat in consultations on the different aspects that are of concern to Yemen. Mr. Rashad Al-Ailimi has taken over power in Yemen with a view to realizing peace and security in Yemen. There would be a broad reform process that will not touch only the interior aspect in Yemen, but also the foreign relations, along with the mutual commitments and most notably human rights, which will be re-examined and improved. Policies and positions that have instrumentalized the suffering of Yemeni people will be re-examined publicly and transparently, particularly those used by international and regional organizations that led to wider crimes against the violations against the rights of our people that were committed by the terrorist radical Houthis. The Presidential Leadership Council has taken the first steps to form the Supreme Judicial Council and appointing a new Attorney General, which is yet another proof to administer justice and activate the state constitutions, being one of the most important tasks of the state. In response to the international and regional efforts, Yemen has seen a humanitarian truce for 6 months. The government of Yemen has committed to implementing all provisions, including an all-out ceasefire and allowing commercial air flights from Sana'a airport and allowing oil tankers through the Hodeidah and Sulaif airports. However, the Houthi militias rejected to implement the truce, and it has made breaches and terrorist attacks that led to claiming the lives of 300 servicemen and civilians and injuring a large number of people, including women and children, in Taiz. It has also targeted a medical team in Taiz. It also refused to open roads between the different Yemeni cities, particularly lifting the siege on Taiz. In addition to the continued violations of Stockholm Agreement that has culminated in an armed parade by the militias in Al-Hodeidah, in addition to a number of other armed parades across the country. These violations have been met by a disgraceful silence by the international bodies that are controlling and supervising the truce. It is well known that failing to punish evil is tantamount to encouraging evil. The militias has rejected to renew and extend the truce starting the 2nd of October 2022. And this is yet another proof of the ineffective policy taken by the Special Rapporteur's office in addressing the breaches of the Houthis. It is high time to come out of the considerations that only see the Yemeni people through the lens of the conflicts in the region. All the necessary measures must be taken to realize peace and security in Yemen and to get rid of the blackmail of such terrorist militias. Human rights reports have tackled the breaches committed by the Houthi militias in the areas under its control, including indoctrination of young children, recruitment of children, as well as arbitrary detention and enforced disappearances. It has also fought media by all means, including assassination. Most recent incidents was the assassination of Judge Hamran in Sana'a. Sham and kangaroo trials are being staged to hand down the extreme punishments against critics. 4 journalists are still in the death row. In this context, we call upon the international community and the Human Rights Council to bring the Houthis to trial and to restore constitutional legitimacy to Yemen. In conclusion, we call upon the Human Rights Council to examine human rights situation in Yemen under Item 10, given the fact that technical assistance must be provided to Yemen so that the government will be able to fulfill its obligations in the human rights field, and to continue working for realizing accountability and administering justice in Yemen. We look forward to working with the incoming High Commissioner and the Human Rights Council member countries in order to protect and promote human rights. Thank you.
And this brings us to the end of this presentation, and I wish to thank Mr. Francesco Motta for his participation and contribution yesterday, of course.